What's up, everybody? Welcome back to episode number 2 of Beyond the Post. Obviously, we are in pickle costumes, so it is currently Halloween. Can't even see. But that's why we are in pickle costumes. We will also be playing in a late night open play tonight.
Yes.
As the challengers. Just kidding, not as the challengers. We will be on the challenge court. So we expect a lot of good competition out there. We'll be playing in our pickle costumes, and I will be dying of heat exhaustion, and this suit will be drenched. So
I think it'll be more so the sweating.
oh my gosh, it's gonna be rough, but it'll be good. I can't even see out of this.
There's no peripheral vision.
Ollie, get off. Get down. Okay.
Ollie.
Well, do whatever you want, Ollie. Ollie just needs his camera time, but
He always does.
again, welcome back, everybody. We're excited to shoot this podcast. A few things that we're going to be going over today. We're going to do a quick recap of the PPA Vegas. We're going to go over the mental game of pickleball. We're going to go over the men's finals match for the men's doubles, who had Ben Johns and Gabe Tardio playing against Andre Diescu and Christian Elshon. What else are we going to go over today, Matt?
Well, we are going to go over some listener Q&A. We got some questions, and I think some really good feedback and questions that we can go over. These are so ridiculous. I love them. Tonight's going to be so fun. I can't wait. Also, for our Halloween open play, we plan on posting some clips, right?
100%.
Okay.
100%.
That's going to be so fun to watch.
And anyone that beats us gets a $5 drink token.
That's true.
So if we like you, we might just lose. Sorry, Timmy. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, he's not kidding. And then, of course, we're going to start with the question of the day in a little bit here, and then kind of get into it. I feel like our questions were, I think there's, two of them?
2 of them, yes.
I think they're really, really good questions from Cormy and Mark. So
Yeah,
we will go over that.
Yeah,
obviously.
That'll be a little down the podcast in a second, but
Yeah. Question of the day.
question of the day.
So what's one thing you would change about pickleball, the sport of pickleball overall? What's one thing that you would change?
That's a good question. Whoever came up with that might be borderline genius. I can't even see you, but one thing I would change, and I'm really adamant about this, and I've talked to many people about it, but overtime rules. I hate when it's win by 2, hard stop at 15, those rules. So here is what I'm proposing, okay? And bear with me, it might take a little bit to explain, but I think a lot of you guys will agree with it. But let's say it is 10-10, right? Instead of win by 2, one team has to go to the kitchen line and the other team has to go to the baseline. Okay. And then the team at the kitchen line has to turn around, and the team at the baseline gets to do an overhead like tennis serve. And if you hit them, then it's your point. So it's like a sudden death. And then as soon as you hit them, the game is over and the people at the baseline win. So let's say you miss, right? Okay. Then it goes to the next team. It's kind of like beer pong where...
Is it like one serve, or they get 2 and 2?
One serve. And then you get a rebuttal too if you start. Okay. So that is one thing I would change. I'm just kidding. Okay, my real answer would be I think scoring is a little complicated, especially when you're kind of getting into the sport. Yeah. I feel like a lot of newer people don't really understand the score, which kind of prevents them from even playing the sport in general. So I think just scoring would be a little, I wish that was a little different, but I think the concept of the game is, I already love it.
So on that point, what do you think of rally scoring then?
I enjoy rally scoring. Okay. I think a lot of people know how to rally score, especially like if you play volleyball or something. Like it just makes more sense. But I think it's super confusing for people to start the game at 0-0-2. I didn't get that for a while. I was like, are you sure it's 0-0-2? I was like, why isn't it 0-0-1? And yeah, the hardest part for new people is the scoring. So I think that if we could adjust that, that's something I would change. I think that would let a lot more of the newer players play and enjoy the game. So yeah.
Yeah, I know Steve Kuhn, who created MLP, and Duper.
Yep.
Both of them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Steve Kuhn.
He's him. Yeah, Steve Kuhn. Well, he's a billionaire, so I think he actually travels the world and doesn't come to Minnesota because I'd rather be in the Maldives or somewhere much like Australia.
Sounds like a nice road trip out to Australia.
Sick. Let's do a road trip. Yes, across the ocean, baby. Dude, it's 2025. We gotta have some kind of
That's true.
boat cars, right? Some combos. Going over scoring here. So I do, as you know, lessons and intro lessons for groups, corporate events, whatever. Pretty common. And trying to explain scoring to those people,
it's the worst.
It's not fun.
Especially when they're 5 drinks deep. It's a little hard.
That's true. Usually they eat or drink before, and then, they're not paying attention. But, it's tough, man. And, throughout the process, explain the rules. Even I'll get some comments like, "Oh my gosh, this is so much," before I even get the scoring. The one eye Cyclops.
Can't do much else.
No, I can't. Before I even get to scoring, they're already confused at some of the rules, kitchen, whatever. And then I get through scoring, and they're just lost. So I agree with you. I think that rallying could be a good change. I don't mind rally at all. Some people really hate rally. I don't understand why. Ollie.
You think it's too late to change the scoring of a game?
Probably.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. So my thing that I would change is putting a shot clock on. I know this has been brought up on a few other podcasts that I've seen. Shot clock. I think it'd be so cool. Now,
a shot, maximum limit per rally, or
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What would you put on?
Specifically off the bounce, I guess. So I would say maybe 25 would be max. Because here's the deal with pro pickleball. I think the thing that kind of bothers people most, or they think it's just boring, is because of the dinks, right?
Yeah,
There's could be 50, 60, 70 dinks in a rally, so they kind of check out after a while. I, of course, being an aficionado, I love that. Come on.
Huge word.
Bring up the thesaurus, baby. I, of course, love that kind of stuff. I'm locked in the whole time. 80, 90 shots, I'm keep going. But I think to the average viewer, they're just sitting back what the heck are they doing? You know what I mean? They don't really understand. So after 25 shots, you have to speed it up or do something. And the ref could probably count that.
There's a lot of counting for the ref.
Nah, they'll be fine. We'll throw another ref in the corner. They can counter something.
That's fair. That's a tough job.
But I think it'd be pretty cool. Obviously, a non-ref match, it would be very, very tough. But any ref matches, they could.
Maybe that could just be for PPA Tour players.
Yeah.
I mean, most people don't even get to 25 rallies. I get to 9 if I'm lucky.
Yeah, because you stink. You're not even a 4-0, buddy.
Sorry, don't bully me. All right.
Stinky poo-poo.
Stinky poo-poo.
Yeah, I think the turnaround option of absolutely smashing an overhead tennis serve would be pretty fun.
Ever play sting pong?
Oh, yeah.
That's the idea.
Oh, yeah, dude. Are you kidding me? I still have welts to this day.
So that's where I got my idea from.
I had a ping pong table in the house.
Maybe one day they will change that if they really want to entertain people, but probably not the best idea for a lot of people.
Dude, they should. I don't know. They should do it for MLP or something like a kind of a one-off thing.
That'd be sick,
dude.
Sudden death. That'd be sick,
dude. It would go viral for sure. That'd be sweet.
And just so you guys know, I am not keeping this costume on the whole time. I can't even see Matt half the time, so I'm actually taking it off
in igloo
right now.
Look at that.
Don't look, camera.
Wait, are we cutting this or are we keeping this?
I have no idea.
I kind of want to keep it.
It's whatever our editor wants to do.
I definitely want to watch this.
Our editor has all privilege, all full access right here.
Boop, ba-doop, boop, boo. Well, while you're doing that, we can get into the mental game of pickleball. That is going to be kind of our main topic today. After this, again, we're going to get into the PPA Vegas recap that just happened and then listener Q&A. So it'll be a lot of fun. But the mental game of pickleball, I think I want to add what I have to this. So I kind of want you to start out, Roman, on what you think of the mental aspect of pickleball. It is, I would say, obviously this is more geared towards tournaments. Playing in tournaments, not so much open play or really any competitive setting amongst your friends or family. If there's something on the line, this could come into play. And there's so often where, we'll miss what we think is a really easy shot a couple of times in a row. And then we struggle to kind of get back into the point mentally. And then you're just not as sharp the rest of the match, right?
Yep.
So you have tournament experience. How many have you played in now? 4? 3? SummerSlam.
Shaver Slam. Stars and Stripes.
Stars and Stripes. What was your first one? Fall Classic?
I played in one before Fall Classic.
So did you play in the Fall Classic? So 5.
Yep. 5.
And then did you play in the Lucky Shots one? Yep. CT?
Yep.
Or no?
No, not CT, just Lucky Shots.
It was the Autumn Cup.
Autumn Cup. And then I think that's it for pickleball.
So 6?
Yeah.
So you have quite the tournament pedigree, I'd say. Yeah. So through 6 tournaments here, what do you think about the mental game? Like, what have you seen? What are your takeaways? How can you improve on it? How have you improved on it?
Yeah, so I think this is a great question, and I think it's something that I struggle with to this day. Just kind of long story. I'll go through it really quick, but I've always played sports growing up. Always loved competing. Just always. That's a big reason I love pickleball so much. Is I just love competing in general, and a lot of people that know me personally know that I love competing in anything I do, whether it's like, I don't know, what's an example? I'm going to eat all my food first.
Yeah.
I hate losing.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
One of my biggest strengths and also a weakness is being a competitor.
I would agree.
Being a competitor can be a really good thing because sometimes I'm super locked in when I play, but it can also be a bad thing too because my mentality when I'm playing just plummets and goes down the drain as well. So,
because you almost care too much.
Exactly.
Is that kind of the thing?
Exactly. And there are a few people that I actually know that didn't care about pickleball until they started taking it seriously. And then that's when I noticed that I used to watch them back in the day, and then they would lose a tournament or miss a shot, and they wouldn't care. And then they started drilling. They started taking it more seriously. And then I could see them miss a shot and get frustrated now. So the thing about pickleball, so kind of back to the topic, is the thing about pickleball is it's never a straight line up. It's always going to be like a lot of ebbs and flows of just being really good. Yes. You're progressing, you're getting really bad, and you're plateauing and stuff too. So the biggest thing with my mental game is, and so just back really quick, I hold myself to a very high standard in almost everything I do, especially if it's like pickleball or sports where I know I've made those shots. I've drilled it thousands of times.
Yeah.
I've seen myself do it. So that's when it starts to get really frustrating to me is I know I can be that player, but the question is like, why did it not work? So over time, especially the better I get at pickleball, the more I realize that my mental game has improved. And I think that the fact that my mental game has improved has helped my pickleball game as well too, because sometimes when I'm struggling, or if I am looking at like former past gameplay, then I'm like, I used to suck. Like my leg, I didn't move my feet at all. I used to bang everything. I used to drive everything out of the court. And then that just so sometimes when I'm frustrated in a tournament, I just think like, wow, I've progressed really far. And then I realize like the whole point is as long as I'm getting better than what I was the day before, then that's all that really matters to me. So that's one thing that really helps me. The other thing that really snaps me out of like a downfall, a mental downfall is, and I tell a lot of people this, is we're adults. Like I'm not a pro.
Are we?
I try to act like one.
Hold on. Are we though?
No, we're definitely not.
That's not. It's an overstatement.
I try to act like one as much as I can, but then I need to remember, like, I'm not on the freaking tour.
Right.
Like, I'm not drilling for my full-time job. Like,
right.
Like, I am working a desk job or whatever Monday through Friday. Like,
it ain't that deep.
It's not that deep. Exactly.
Right.
So
right.
It's like, that's when I just need to step back and be like, you know what? We're all grown men or women. And it's like, sometimes I get so competitive across the net from someone else. Like, they'll call a really bad line call, and I'm like, you suck.
Yeah.
And it's just like, dude, it's not worth it. Like, no. I'm just trying to have fun. I'm trying to get a workout in. I'm trying to get better at something that I was not very good at before. So that really helps my cool. And just realizing, like, hey, this is all for fun. And I still struggle with this every day. So the fact that I'm saying this and I'm preaching it doesn't mean that I'm perfect. I think mental game is something that everyone, including top players, especially like on tour too, I think that's something that they need to work on. And you look at the top tennis players, right? Like Novak, he has a lot, like
Fed.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Nadal.
Some of these people, like, they have literal coaches to talk them through their mental game, and like, and there's a few other things that you can do that we can talk about later. But it's like just a pre-shot routine for serves, even just like me visualizing a shot or me visualizing like I'm gonna podium, and just like having that confidence that really helps me get out of any mental slumps that I might have. Yeah. So, kind of long story, but any of you watching, I hope you get some sort of takeaways, because mental is something that I've battled through a lot when I played, and still to this day I play. So, Matt, I mean, I'd love to hear from you about any tips that you have, because I want to get better too.
I'll kind of go over my tournament pedigree first, I guess. So I started playing tournaments around 3 years ago. Okay. Obviously started at like the 3-5 level. Before that, I am also extremely competitive. But in any sport, you know, I've played literally every sport. I played soccer, football, basketball, baseball, tennis in high school. So I've played pretty much everything. Here's what I'll say to just right away. The more tournaments you play, the stronger your mental is going to get. Sure. So the first, like, maybe 1 to 3 tournaments that you do, don't get overly frustrated if you're not playing as well as you think you will. It will turn around. Okay, keep going at it. Don't quit. Right? I wouldn't say to yourself, especially if you're enjoying tournaments, be like, maybe tournaments aren't for me because I've been struggling in my first couple. Just keep going. 100%. I'm sure you'll get better with all that. So that's one thing. I'm gonna actually toss one to you after I talk about this, about pre-serve routine, and then like the mental checks in between points.
Yeah.
So talk about that after I get done here. Okay. So handling frustration and mistakes. So something I always fall back on is A, we're not perfect. Yep. We're not going to hit every shot, right? B, when you are making mistakes, more than likely your opponent is hitting really good shots. Yep. In the moment, it's tough to realize that or understand that, where you think you should be hitting, you know, good or better shots back. Sometimes your opponent is just playing really well for like 2 or 3 points. I'm not saying a whole game. So sometimes you do need a little reset. Yeah. Okay. You need to also understand that I think your skill level and relative to your tournament like experience. So if you're a 3-5 and it's like your second tournament, you can't be hoping or wishing that you're going to play like a 5-0 and hit perfect shots, perfect serves every time, right? You got to have expectations. Now that's why it's tough getting better, because your expectations go up.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
Yep.
So you get up to like 4-0, 4-5, and then you have a couple of points where you're playing literally like a 3-0, and you're like, you just get so frustrated. So in tournaments, one of the most important things is take a timeout.
Yep.
And reset.
That's huge. And so many people don't take timeouts.
No.
Just even to catch your breath and just like change the pace of the game. I mean, you see it all the times in professional sports, like football, or even basketball. Teams will go on runs, and then the team just takes a timeout, and it just like stops the momentum. Like, pickleball is a huge game of runs, and
massive.
I think timeouts are critical.
Critical.
In pool play and bracket play, in any game, really.
With side-out scoring, it may be the singular most appealing game to momentum.
100%.
Right?
100%.
So you can use timeouts not only when you're struggling, okay? I've used it when I've been stuck for like 2 or 3 side-outs and not getting a point. I've called an offensive timeout before to kind of regather myself and like talk to my teammate and be like, okay, we've been stuck on, 2 for a while. How can we progress from this, right? What do we need to do to get back on track? I've also called a timeout after 1 bad shot. I think probably the earliest maybe is just a few points into a match. But if I feel, if I'm like really nervous or jittery, and if I hit like one really bad shot that I know for a fact will stick with me for a few points, I might just call a timeout right then and there.
Yeah.
Be like, okay, let's not let this fester for the next couple points.
Fester.
It's only like 6 letters, isn't it? Fester.
It doesn't matter. I'm still impressed.
Are you?
Well, when
Am
you
I getting better?
Theosaurus and Upcline, I was kind of concerned about you.
You know what's funny is that we will be on like podcast number 1,478, and we'll still be bringing up that.
Well, I can't wait. That was a bad moment, man.
Theosaurus,
not
dude.
Good.
The dino. Theosaurus.
Don't do that.
But yeah, timeouts are huge as well.
You don't get to take them after your game. Like, they don't roll over.
Correct. They don't roll over.
You use it or you lose it.
It's like using your PTO at work. It doesn't roll over.
It's a great analogy.
Thank you so much. I'm the king of analogies, aren't I?
All right, moving on.
So the second thing I want to go over is your teammate. Not only, obviously, your teammate, but being a good teammate. So when you see your teammate struggling, always talk positively. And so a lot of what? Does it look really bad?
It looks like a mohawk.
My hair?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay. We'll put I probably look better with the pickles costume on anyway.
You look great.
I probably look better like this, so they don't really see me. So being a good teammate. A lot of times I've seen in tournaments, and I've done this myself. You do like the eye roll, right? When your teammate misses a couple.
Okay. He does this to me all the time when I play with him. I'll hit a bad shot,
yeah,
and he'll turn around and shake his head.
See, if it was a legitimate tournament we were playing together, I would never do that. In an open play, I get pissed off.
That's right. I'm expecting about 50 of those tonight.
Oh, you're gonna see some bad looks from me. But yeah, so being a good teammate is so critical. I mean, you talked about it after you saw me playing the Shaver Slam and how like positive I stayed with my teammate. Not that they're playing bad or anything, but maybe they've missed the easy shot here or there. I'd be like, hey, I got you. Let's go to the next point. Or, hey, I believe in you. Let's get this championship or whatever, right? Just some really quick positive words. Ollie almost took out our light. Goodness gracious. You remember me saying this dog is all over the place?
He just wants camera time. He just loves you. He loves pickles.
Yes, I bet he does. But yeah, being a good team is so huge. Just staying positive, and it's always fun. Like Nisal. That's why I love him so much. The thing, so we were up 11-3, 10-2. Okay, in the bronze medal of the SummerSlam.
Yep.
I had moments of like I missed like 3 or 4, and we were stuck, and they eventually got to 7, I think.
Yep.
And every time I missed, he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna grind with you. Let's go. We got this.
Yep.
Like it's gonna be a grind, but I'm here with you."
Yep.
And it's just so reassuring to hear that from your teammates. So. That's something I always preach is just be a good teammate and be positive instead of like just sit there in silence with bad, body language. Because then the other team knows you're mad too.
Yeah.
And they'll see that and they can, fuel from that.
One thing that I just want to talk about quick is one person that I really enjoy playing, and this is a big shout out to this kid, but Mark Steenison.
Marky. Another shout out. That's 2 for 2, by the way. Two straight podcasts.
I know I like to tease him a lot, but like, and we actually haven't played in a tournament setting or anything, but when we've played competitively, it's always the same thing of like, I'll drive a ball way out and he'll be like, I love that. Like, keep up the aggression. He's like, and like, that's really reassuring for me to do because sometimes my drives are really good. Sometimes they're really bad, but let's not talk about that. But sometimes they are really good. And then sometimes they are put away. So like, yeah, you might miss a ball and then you might get frustrated, like an easy overhead, but there's nothing better than hearing like, keep up the aggression. Like, I want to see that every time. And it's like, a lot of it's just your mannerism as a teammate of being like if you can tell that you're upset, like body language is huge. And people need to realize like if you're upset with your teammate, then you guys are it's an uphill battle, and like it's you two versus the other two. So there's no point of you being upset with your teammate ever. And again, I get upset all the time. Like I wish I was perfect with it, and it's just the fact that some people are very competitive, and it's something that. Again, not everyone's going to be able to just flip a switch like that. But I think some of the things that we are talking about on the podcast is going to be really beneficial for other people to try in a game or in a competitive match as well.
I also do like self-positive talk too. I whisper to myself a lot. It's just weird. Is that weird? I'm not going to repeat what I say.
I would love to hear some of your
They're
whispers.
Not like bad. It would be like some like, hey, let's go. Come on. And I would say that goat. Like, I would say like 3 to 5 times usually. What'd you just say?
I'm the GOAT. I'm better than Ben John.
I'm Himothy.
Okay. I've actually never tried that, but it might work for some people.
I primarily use that, A, when I'm struggling, or B, like when I'm dealing with injury or something. I'll just be like, because it's tough walking back and you're like, like limping or something, right? Your calf is bugging you, your knee is bugging you, but sometimes I like slap my leg. I'm like, let's go, just to get locked back in.
Hype, yeah.
Just to be like, don't be a wuss. You're in like a tournament. This is a privilege to be under that pressure and to have that opportunity. Like, so let's pick it up, let's go, and not think about the injury or anything or your frustrations or whatever. I'm like, let's go. So that's what I sometimes say, like, as I'm walking back to myself. But I also, I've played in golf tournaments, like solo golf tournaments.
I could never do that.
Dude, talk about mental toughness. Times. You think about your shot for like 20 minutes every single shot. And
every shot matters.
Every single shot matters.
From the grain of the green to the direction of the wind to exactly where the sun is, like.
You literally have to think about like 20 variables every single shot.
It's crazy. Golf is, if you want to get good at your mental game, everyone needs to play golf.
Yes. You get so frustrated.
That's why golf is so, you see club throws, it's warranted.
Yeah. Search John Rahm on YouTube. You'll see some stuff.
People snap their clubs in half.
But yeah, I think that strengthens my mental game too.
100%.
In any sport is playing golf, especially like solo tournaments. Also one other thing I want to talk about before we talk about the serve routine and all that is what I do pre-match. So this is what I did before. This is what I did with golf tournaments and pickleball tournaments. I would like play like hype music, right? And I would get like super pumped up. I think what happens is it adds to your anxiousness and nervousness. Yeah. It like amplifies it.
Yeah.
Because when you're going into a tournament, you really care and you're like competitive, you're always anxious. You're always going to be nervous. It's fine. It's normal. Everyone deals with it, right? So pre-match before I would get myself amped and everything. And now I have dedicated my day of like going to the tournament as the most normal day ever. Like I wake up and do the most normal routine that I could possibly do. Like listen to, I don't know, the radio or just another podcast or music.
Okay.
Then once I get to the actual venue, I'll lock in because I don't want to add and amplify my anxiousness leading up to it. And then, then you're in your head, you're like thinking of stuff. Sure, you can think about like strategy, what you're going to do, but you don't want to get yourself too hyped up. And that's actually really works for me. Is I feel, I felt less anxious going into tournaments, less nervous. Because once I get to the venue, I'm like, okay, it's game time. And then I lock in.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you do that too early, then it just kind of, amplifies everything. So that's one piece of advice I have.
Huh.
Do you want to talk about like pre-serve routine and what you've kind of, because you've changed?
I have. So like pre-serve routine, I used to do nothing. I used to just walk up there, do nothing. Now I actually have a full pre-shot routine. So every time you see me either, it's not even just serves only, but it's every time I return a serve or every time I go to serve, what I'll do is, this is very distracting.
Doesn't look like me.
Your head
An
looks,
Eskimo.
Yeah, wow, okay.
An Eskimo pickle.
An Eskimo pickle.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Have you ever heard of those?
I have not.
Maybe you should look it up. It's a real thing. Just like a thesaurus.
I don't believe a single word you say ever. Oh.
No, not, yeah, there you go. Eskimo pickle. I am from the land of, is it a vegetable? A pickle? Yeah. This is a cucumber, right? It's a type of cucumber. I'm from the land of vegetables in the southern parts of Antarctica. And I farm pickles, and I live with penguins. Is that it right there?
So it is a pickle inside. It's basically a pickle inside of a snow cone.
Oh.
Is that what you were referring to?
I am pretty white, so you could refer to me as a snow cone. But I would be a snow cone inside of a pickle.
Moving on to...
Am I a snow cone inside of a pickle?
You should take that off.
Really? But then I have a mohawk.
Just... It's fine.
I think I like this. I can see you. Can you see me? Okay. There we go.
Okay.
See, now I look worse, don't I?
Are you done?
No. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Walk in.
I'm at the venue. I'm at the tournament venue. Okay.
Okay, so
Time to walk
pre-shot, pre-serve routine. What I actually always like to do is I like to, either touch my paddle or my hand on the fence or the wall, depending on which court I'm playing on. Mm-hmm. And that's mainly just for consistency, but it's also for me, especially when I return a ball, so that like I kind of mentally know where my positioning is on the court. Whoa, Ollie.
Buddy.
Okay, relax. Okay. It's just kind of so I know where I'm at on the court. But then my pre-shot routine is I'll bounce the ball 3 times. Most of my weight is on my left leg because when I serve, I try to really rotate my hips through the ball and then end up so kind of like a golf swing, right? Where like
sure.
You kind of follow through with your hips pushing you forward. So that's how I'll end up. But then as I'm right before I serve, I always bounce the ball on my paddle twice. And now it's just, I don't even think of it.
And you bounce on the ground.
Yep, I bounce it on the ground 3 times.
3 times.
And then I tap my paddle twice.
Paddle.
And then I'll look at where the opponent is, and then I'll try to serve to where I think their weak point is.
Okay.
And that's just something that I do without even thinking now. It's just very consistent. I do it in every open play, just even warm-ups, even. Like, I do it all the time. So now that...
Where did you get that from? A certain 5.376 player that you admire?
I think I got it from Diaskew.
Interesting.
No, I got the paddle tap twice, I think from you.
Yay! Hello.
That's kind of sad.
Oh my gosh, it is kind of sad.
But then if you watch like Diaskew, I was watching him this morning, and he would take the paddle, he would like flip it upwards like this, keep bouncing it, or he bounced it like 10 times, waiting for the ref to not score. Then he takes his paddle, just waves it like that for a second, and then he serves. So it's super interesting that. Do
you think that takes like the nervous energy out of the equation by like kind of doing that? Like I
think it's just
like it's almost like a fidget toy almost.
It kind of is. I mean, like you see Anna Bright, like she'll rotate her paddle a ton in her hand like this. When I'm nervous, my God. When I'm nervous, I do that, like just to keep something going. But I think it's a lot of just like people do it without realizing, and like it's like a golf shot approach or routine, right? Like. I always look at my shot, I visualize my shot, and then I'll walk left of the ball, kind of like a kicker in football. how they like take 3 steps back,
Yep.
2 to the left, and then you go at that angle. That's kind of what I do in golf.
Yep.
So it's just kind of finding what you're comfortable with. I urge everyone to at least find a sort of routine that they can do, because in every single point in pickleball, you either serve or return. So you're going to be doing that quite a bit. So I recommend everyone just get comfortable with finding something that they enjoy. That way, when I return, or especially when it's like 9 to 10 and they are serving and I'm down, then it's like, well, I don't want to overthink, like I need to nail this in perfectly. That way I can just get my shot in just normally, and I'm not overthinking my shot. So that's why I kind of use a pre-shot routine.
Yeah, I like that. It kind of takes your mind off of like any frustrations or just the game in general. It kind of gets you locked back in doing something that you're used
100%.
to, right? I do the same thing. I do the tap on my paddle, and then I go ahead and serve. I've touched the fence before. I've done some things. Ultimately, I don't think it mattered all that much, so I don't do it anymore. But I do tap the paddle just to be like, okay, it's time to hit a rocket serve to him. So yeah, that's pretty much. Do you have anything else on the mental game?
No,
Any final thoughts?
Biggest thing I can just tell people is have fun. It's way harder to do than just saying have fun, but remember, you're there for a reason, and a big reason is just to compete and to get a good workout in. And obviously meet people in the community too, but for 99% of the people in the world, you are not on tour. If you were drilling 9 to 5 every day for 40 hours a week and that was your full-time job, then sure, I can understand why you would get upset. But just remember, like, you're privileged enough to play. Like, a lot of people aren't even able to play. Some people, it's hard for them to even, like, there's too much pain, whether it's like injury related, like a back, or they just had ACL surgery, something like that. So just remember that it's a great privilege to play. So that's something that I always think about, to just relax, have fun, and competing's fun.
The one last thing I'll note is my favorite saying, and I actually legitimately live by this in tournaments, is the next shot is the most important shot.
All the time.
So if you mess up, who cares? It happened, right? And it's in the past, technically, right after you miss that shot.
Yeah.
So now the next shot is the most important. And if you miss that next return and you give them a free point, that, like, you got to do better than that. So you got to lock back in and not miss that return, get back into it. If you watch, I would urge people to watch like Federer highlights, like Grand Slam. You will almost even on misses, everything like that, you'll never see him like shake his head or roll his eyes or have bad body language. He's always very positive. His next point is always very even tone, right? So that's kind of what my mentality is, and how I stay locked in is like, okay, let's get on to the next point. Even golf, right? You shank one into the woods, it's like, okay, how do I recover from this? What do I got to do? You shouldn't be like, oh man, I just shanked to the woods. This sucks. I'm about to be losing this tournament. No. Think about the next shot. What do you have to do to recover? It's the same thing in pickleball.
One last thing I wanted to add. And you kind of brought this up, but I'm a huge Kobe Bryant fan. I love listening
Probably
to podcasts.
The greatest mental player of all time in any
ridiculous.
sport. Yeah.
And he's like, there's one part in one of his podcasts that he was talking about. He was like, okay, you're embarrassed you missed a shot, right? Like, you airballed, right? Like, let's say in pickleball you just whiffed. I whiffed probably almost every day I play.
Yes, you do.
And it happens. And
it does.
Like, I'm not perfect. Like, I just miss the ball sometimes. But one of the things he says is like, okay, so you're embarrassed now, so like, who cares? Like, get over yourself.
Yeah, 100%.
Because like, tell me when I missed my shot in pickleball, when I just missed the ball. Do you know when? Like, no one knows.
No,
that's my point. Is like,
no, I don't remember any shots specifically, but I know you have.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, is like, nobody cares. Like, I'm not trying to impress anyone, and like, I forgot who said it, but like, you are your biggest critic.
Yep.
So at the end of the day, biggest thing is just have fun and just get out on the court, dominate, and just worry about the next shot.
Next point, dude.
That's all it is.
In golf, let's say you hit let's say it's a par 3. You hit a really good shot to 5 feet. You missed the putt. You par. Let's say you shank one off the tee. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you chip it to 20 feet and you make the putt. It's the same score. Exactly. So 3 and 3.
Doesn't matter.
Right. So that tee shot, it doesn't. Yeah. Right. It's always about the next shot and recovering. So it's exactly like pickleball.
So I want to hear from you guys as well.
And Ollie.
And
he has any comments? Seems like he's not very mentally strong. He's literally a wild animal.
He just loves people.
Hello. He heard us. Hello.
Yeah, I want to hear from you guys. If you guys have any mental tricks, and I know a lot of you guys do, but anything that you guys tell yourselves pre-game, during games, I want to hear from you guys. Do you guys do anything to calm yourself down during a game, or just how do you prepare for a game mentally? So let us know in the comments below.
So next segment, we got the PPA Vegas recap. Happened at the Darling Tennis Center in Las Vegas. Beautiful venue. I've been there. Onik made the finals 2 years ago, so I have very fond memories of that tournament in that venue. It's the weather's also like perfect. It's like 75 and like dry. I love that dry heat. I do not like humidity. I'm sure you probably can't stand humidity.
72 degrees.
Beautiful.
I cannot stand humidity. I hate it. It's the worst.
I mean, you sweat indoors 64 degrees.
I do sweat indoors.
So that's, yeah, you do all the time. After 10 minutes of wearing a pickle costume. All the time. Oh, okay. I see it every day. Buddy. Mr. Sweaty Sweat. This is what you look like. Oh, I'm Roman. Oh my gosh, I beat the sweat.
You're just ugly, so.
Damn. That came in hot.
Yeah.
I didn't deserve that stray right there.
Okay, good kid.
Here, let me hide back in my Eskimo pickle.
That makes you look a lot better. I'll promise you that.
Thanks, dude. You're such a kind partner.
Okay, moving on.
What a teammate. If you said that during a pickleball match, I would throw it, by the way. I'd sell.
It's fine. You sell all the time anyways.
Yeah. Do not. So Ben and Anna Lee, a.k.a. the...
The goats.
They dominate again for, I don't even know how many tournaments this is in a row, but they have won a lot in a row. They've lost one single match this year.
It's not many.
Impressive.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
Some might say.
Ben and Gabe have won a now record 6 straight men's doubles titles.
All right, cut. All right, and we are back. We are talking about the PPA Vegas.
Yep.
Kind of doing a quick recap. I think you were talking about Ben and Anna Lee, right?
Yeah. So they are just absolutely dominant. They are the goats. Is that a good goat? What does that sound like to you? Dude, that was good. That second one was real. Dude, those okay. That was actually pretty good.
That was good.
The first couple were absolutely atrocious, by the way. Let's not. He's gonna make goat noises.
Let's see what an actual goat sounds like.
Dude, okay.
That was pretty good. Wow.
Yeah, I got a goat. I am a goat. So I can call myself a goat now?
No.
Why not? I can make the noise.
Just go on the pod.
Yeah, you're right. We should definitely move on for my goatness. So ALW. So Ben and Gabe, first of all, have won 6 straight men's titles, which is the most of all time in the history of the sport. Pretty freaking impressive.
Is it actually?
It is. And Gabe was kind of struggling when he first started playing with Ben.
Well, duh.
And
I would too, Gabe.
You know what that was? Probably mental, right? So he locked in apparently and just became more comfortable. I think he just looked uncomfortable. He missed a lot of like backhand, punch shots from some drives and stuff. So now he looks more comfortable. They've won 6 straight. ALW is undefeated in singles for the last 500 days straight.
500?
500 days. That is a year and a half.
Can you even count to 500, Matt?
I cannot. I've never done that in my life.
500.
Didn't Mr. Beast count to 1 million or something like that for one of his challenges?
I don't watch Mr. Beast.
Do you think I could count to 1 million?
No.
How far do you think I could count?
24. There's not much going on in the head of yours.
You think I can get past 24?
Not with your 2 brain cells.
Wow. What's 24 times 24?
I don't know. What is it?
That would be, I believe, 576.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, see, I can do some things. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I may have gotten a low ACT score in English,
It's
but
not like
my math was fine.
You just memorized that.
Gosh,
Pre-podcast.
I wish I could say that, but I did not.
Okay, sure.
Give me a number.
Okay, 47 times 28.
47 times 28. I
You
wish
have 10
I could.
seconds.
I
10,
can't even focus with
9,
this dog humping
8,
my leg right now.
7. So you love excuses, don't you?
Well, Ollie is, I think that's number 5 now that he has done that. So,
Stop. Take off the pickle costume.
No.
Maybe he just likes pickles. You know what? Let him be. Let him be.
I guess we should move on. So 55 mixed titles for Ben and Annalie. 55.
Can you count to 55?
No.
Yeah.
24 max. Fed Staxer to win singles. I believe that was his 3rd of the year so far. Hunter Johnson is number 1 right now, but that may change. And then, so back to Ben and Gabe. PPA Tour called this the best match of all time.
Did you watch it?
I watched some of it, but it was 148 minutes long.
It's a lot of minutes.
It's a lot of minutes. Pretty much 2.5 hour match. That's insane. First of all,
how many
games
did you watch?
Maybe like a game and a half. I didn't watch that much. It went to 5, and they were down 10-8 in the 5th for history.
Did you see that?
And they came back.
Ben and Gabe were down or up 7-1 in the second set.
Failed. You know what was 11-8 or 11-7? Like
It was like 11-8.
they got shellacked.
No, it was 11-9.
Was it? Okay.
It was 12-10, then 11-9, and then Ben Johns won 11-7, and then it was like 4-11,
And then 12-10.
and 12-10.
Roller coaster of a
Crazy.
match. Yeah, if you guys want to go watch some film and see what the pros are really like, go watch that match.
It's ridiculous.
Could you imagine being there in person and watching that?
You get your money's worth.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. But
Yeah, you do.
I mean, you could see the sun setting like throughout the duration of the match. It was windy too, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was. I mean, Mother Nature really had some effect on some of the points, and there were a few questionable line calls that Alshon kind of called. Granted, most of these players, like, they're not really on purpose. It's just kind of what they see. But the challenge, the overrule system is huge.
Did they get overruled?
They got overruled twice, so they got a technical foul.
Alshon did.
Alshon and Diascu.
Wow.
So basically, for those of you that don't know, is each team gets one challenge. You can challenge an in-ball, which is I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So each team gets one challenge. If you challenge and you are incorrect, you lose your free challenge. But you can still continue to technically challenge. But if you challenge again and you miss it, the first one's a technical, and then if you challenge again and it's overturned again, then it could be a point for the other team.
A point.
No matter if it's their serve or not, it just could be a point. So very interesting. Don't think it went to a point, but there were some. So you're saying you can
challenge your own in call? Like if you call it in, you're like, you know what? I think that was out. Let me challenge that my own call.
How did it work? It was. I think you can challenge. If someone called it in, then you can call it out. No.
I think it would be your own call.
Or it might be, I don't remember.
Because you would never challenge the opponent's in call.
It happened, they did it. So we'll have to go back and rewatch that match.
That'd be fun to watch.
Yeah. It was cool. It was a crazy match. That's just how high level the field is. And
what'd you think of it? You watched it? Most of it?
Yeah. First of all, the Twin Towers, Diascu and Alshon, they're nuts. I mean,
all over. They can cover the entire
taller than Alshon, and Alshon's 6'3".
Yeah. Giants.
One thing I really noticed is every time they drop, they crash right away. No matter how high the drop was, that's just how good their defense and resets are. So
guys are insane.
Yeah, but it was a really good match to watch. I'd recommend everyone else to go watch it if you possibly can.
You think all 4 of them played really, really well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. I'm curious to see how much longer Ben and Gabe can actually win. Because the field is getting, I mean, how many times do they rematch? This is their 4th rematch in finals or something? Something like that. But, I mean, once you watch film, once you figure out the other team's weaknesses, I mean, granted, Ben and Gabe are doing the same thing to them, but, I mean, they barely lost.
Yeah, so they had match point.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see the future of how long. I mean, and the thing about Ben is, I mean, he's the best player in the world, so he has a target on his back. Saying I beat Ben Johns is crazy. Even in singles, that'd be crazy to say. So
the singles game is really good too.
So
they both hate each other too.
Who?
Alshon and Ben Johns.
Yeah.
They cannot stand each other. So that rivalry is really fun to watch. Yeah. So
Alshon is something else. He's
created a lot of enemies and rivalries for sure. He's a different cat.
Makes it fun to watch. I kind of enjoy that.
I do too, for sure.
It's entertaining.
It was kind of like when Hayden was being really bratty when he was like, 17, 18 coming up. He's mellowed out, but he
wearing a chain to play and everything.
Chains. Kirko chains.
Nah.
Not quite that level.
No.
But it kind of creates like a sense of tension in the match, and I think it just makes it more entertaining for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
When everyone hates everyone.
But,
so that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah, that's kind of it. I recommend everyone to go watch the pros play.
Is the next one Lakeland?
You learn a lot. I don't know what the next one is. I texted Matt earlier today, and I was like, what are the odds you would drive to Dallas with me to go to Worlds?
The next one is Worlds, of course, duh. And then it's Lakeland.
That would be kind of sick to see.
That'd be so cool.
I think we should actually a road trip, and then I think we should bring out the cameras and do like a vlog style.
We'll love that.
That would be so cool.
I've driven 10 hours to a tournament before.
That's a lot. Big shout out to Cormy for asking if I was free to go, but don't think it's going to work because Mark Scholnover chose not to go. Speaking of Cormy, let's go to our Q&A. So we got 2 questions. One of them is from Cormy.
Can you pronounce his last name?
I don't even know his last name. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, fun facts. 99.9% of my contacts all have a last name in my phone.
And his
because I'm very like anal about. I'm very particular about like that type of stuff. Cormy is like one of 2 that just do not have their last name in there. So Cormy, text me your last name. I'll get your last name in there. But anyways, Cormy, one of my good friends, someone I drill with a lot, one of the nicest guys I've ever met. He asked us, it's a really good question is, would you guys prefer indoor or outdoor play? And then kind of tying into it is with limitations in cold climate areas and playing indoors a lot, what's the ideal setup for an indoor court? Let's talk about lighting, color background, concrete colors, all that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah, we can go over this quick. I think we could even make this into a longer segment in a future podcast.
We'll just go over it really quick then.
Okay. So outdoor play or indoor play? I prefer indoor.
100%.
1,000,000%.
I hate the outdoor play.
It's so tennis is not so bad. It's a very dense ball. Golf, obviously, wind has a lot of factors. Pickleball, it has holes in the ball. Okay, it's a plastic ball, so it's going to move so much in the wind. That's my biggest complaint. And if you want the most consistency of the sport, you will play indoors. Yep. Because or else you're playing with the elements.
It's
Anything
so
else
interesting that the PPA usually plays outdoors, though.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
I think it's because they need so many indoor courts, like 30 plus, and not very many venues in the world have that.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So the indoor championships in Minnesota coming up.
Yeah, I think we should.
Indoors.
Are you playing in that?
I absolutely will be.
Okay,
I don't know. My favorite event of the year.
I don't know if I will, but I think we should do a vlog style. So I'm planning camp out there for the whole weekend and just record. I think that'd be sweet if we were mic'd up and just had cameras around us. So
that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, if you guys see us around there, for sure, come up and talk to us because we'd love to meet some of you guys there. But
what's your ideal setup for an indoor court then?
Ideal setup?
Yeah. So like lighting, colors.
There's only one facility that has this, but I think Pints has the best lighting.
Yeah, because it's upward facing lighting.
Inverted up to the ceiling, so the lighting's up to the ceiling, so lobs don't get in your eye, like the lights don't get in your eye. But the thing is, the ceiling's white too, so it reflects. Yeah. So that's the really interesting part. I obviously love like facilities that you can ATP around, because some facilities they just try to cram in too many courts, and it's super tight. It's hard to hit any ATP shots, but something that's just kind of, you have room to get some of those balls, because some of those balls are gettable, but it's just, you don't want to run
not even for ATPs, but if you're just running to the side and you run out of room.
Even like if you're a really good server and you go to a place and there's a wall right next to it, it's very hard to get it.
Huge pet peeve of mine.
So that's one thing. The other thing that I really like for indoor courts is just like the color. Especially like the back wall. Like,
gotta have some contrast with the green ball.
Sometimes you kind of lose the ball. So yeah. How about you?
I think the white background is something that's tough. So like a darker wall is very important to me. Indirect lighting is very important. The space is number one, and it's not even close. Especially at like my level and the amount of people that hit just rocket serves now. If you don't have that room to like put your paddle back or like step back off the baseline, I usually step back about 6 feet, 5 to 6 feet back from the baseline, then I return a serve.
6,
7.
6, 7.
I would say 5, 6 feet.
Okay, well,
not quite 6, 7.
Whatever.
That might be too far back.
Okay,
but I'm not allowed to stand that far back, obviously, if the fences aren't that far back. So that's number one thing for me. Obviously, the side is very important too for ATPs, for just getting defensive shots back as well. Pints, I think, has the ideal spacing. Like Lucky Shots and Pure, those are pretty tight in those areas, so can make it more difficult there as well. But yeah, I'd much rather play indoor than outdoor.
Yeah, I also just
not even close to me.
I don't love the sunlight in my eyes. Like, I don't like playing with glasses. Glasses just kind of throw my game off.
They fog up too, right?
They do, just because I get warm so easily. So wind is my biggest thing. Is like, yeah, I can. It's nice because courts are usually free, but I'll text you and be like, hey, let's meet up and get a game. Let's get 2 other people in. Let's go Thursday at 9 a.m. And then you show up, it's super windy, and you're like, well, that's a bust. So, like, the consistency is not there. If it's really warm and humid, then, like, I just lose so much of my energy playing too. So it's really tough. And it's just, I hate the sun if I look up and I stare into the sun because, like, I might not see the ball for a second, but then it's like 5 seconds later, I'm like, I just stared directly into the sun. I can't see for 5 seconds. Spots. So
yeah,
it's always nice just for consistency indoors, especially in a climate controlled area where like it might be like 65 degrees. I think that's a really good temperature because it's not too cold, but you also aren't sweating and dying of heat exhaustion either. So,
and if you're playing open play outdoors, you have no idea what the level is.
Exactly.
And indoors, we have like obviously specific programs, like you know what level you're getting. So,
and sometimes you show up to those open plays and there's 60. I showed up at Lakeview Knolls on Labor Day, and they have 2 rack systems. Each one has, I think it's 48 paddles. It's either 24 or 48. But both of those were full, and people were in line holding their paddles. And I was like,
no way.
I said no. I was like, I am leaving. So I left. It wasn't great. But yeah, that's kind of a nice thing about going to a facility is they usually cap it at a certain number of people. Like tonight, we have a certain limited spots for open play, which is nice because you aren't waiting the full time.
Exactly.
You have to pay, but you also get it paid to play. I would much rather pay $10 than to sit around and warm up for another 20 minutes while I'm waiting an hour for a court.
That's what I don't get. Our summer open plays are $5 the entire summer. $5 for 2 or 3 hours? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
It's nothing. And people would rather play outside in like the wind and conditions and rain or whatever, and then wait like 20 minutes a game.
Yeah.
It's like, well, huh? I don't know. That just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. Sometimes, yeah, it's all good.
So let's move on to Mark's question.
Mark
Also,
Schoenhofer.
Cormy, I think it's Kariuvala. I'm going to stick with that. That's it. Cormy, let me know if it's correct in the comments, please. So Mark Schultenhofer, that's a little easier. It's still a really long last name.
It is. He prefers to go by the alias of Big Daddy.
Really?
That is what you texted me and Cormy last night. So
Really?
he said he wants to go by Big Daddy. So if you guys ever see Mark Schoenhofer around, please refer to him as Big Daddy.
He's got some size.
Yeah, he does have some size.
He's intimidating.
He's lost
at the
so
net.
much weight from pickleball alone.
That's
though.
awesome.
I think he's like 50 pounds. It was.
No
I
way.
talked to him about his journey. It was incredible.
Wow. Good for him.
And then also Mallory, she's due. His wife, she's due in January. So super
Congrats.
excited for that. I told him, if you ever need a babysitter, let me know. He said, oh, we got parents around. So
That was a quick denial.
so I guess he just doesn't trust me. But
What?
so yeah, but congrats to those two. Some of my favorite people in our community. Love Mark. Him and I have gotten really close since we've been playing the last few months. So one of my good friends. But yeah, Mark Schultenhofer asked us yesterday. He said, "What separates top players from the rest of the world?" What do you think?
Like a skill.
Yeah, skill. Like you could do like a trait. You could talk about a certain shot in pickleball. Mm-hmm. What are kind of your thoughts?
I would say getting up to the kitchen line and being methodical and strategic is probably number one.
Okay. Yeah.
Every single shot is calculated for the most part, unless they're like really off balance and they are hitting to very, 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 very specific points on the court. And obviously if they're speeding up, very specific points on your body. So they're very, very calculated, very precise. I also think that actually this may be number one, just their hands, the speed of their hands. So I would play like Onik or I play like Moda, one of those guys, and they just destroy me in hands battles. Like I can make it to the kitchen, I can reset, I can drop, I can dink fine, but then when it gets to hands battles, their anticipation is
so good.
Bananas, and they know where the ball's going even before you're hitting it, and so. Yeah, I would say probably hands is number one.
Yeah.
And then
cool.
just like the precision of their shots.
Yeah.
Beyond that.
I think I would agree with everything you said. I think two biggest things for me, we talked about it earlier, is mental game. Mm-hmm. I've watched Onik play multiple times around the area here, or just even any high level player, and none of them really ever get upset, and they just kind of laugh, just kind of have fun with it. And like Sammy Lee is one of the biggest guys that I just love his mental game. He's like stone cold, but nothing phases him. He'll hit a bad shot once every 100 times, but he's like whatever, and he just struts back to the baseline like nothing ever happens. But if I was talking about a technical skill, I think just resets and patience is probably the best. Just from watching like one of the best the match we were talking about earlier with Gabe Tardio and Ben Johns playing Diascu and Alshon. They would just rush the kitchen, like be at the kitchen, be present, but then just the patience of, okay, well, sometimes they didn't make it all the way up, so they just reset it running up there, and then they're at the kitchen already. So I think that's really huge. And then something else is just their patience. They'll have 40, 50 dinks in a row.
It's insane.
It literally looks like they're drilling, and like I'm like, who's gonna pull the trigger? And then it's like
it just keeps going.
No, yeah, it keeps going, and it's like the thing about the even that separates the pros from even your level is they put 30, 40 dinks in a row that just slowly moves their opponent off the court, and then they attack. It's not like, oh, I'm going to hit a game winner right here, and then they just finish the point. It's a lot of like, okay, the higher level you go, you're just going to try to move them out of position slowly and make them get out of position, even lull some of them to sleep. And it's like, who's going to pull the trigger? So That's one thing I think that separates pros from amateur players like myself. But
yeah, like when I'm playing, I feel like there's some dead dinks I have an opportunity to like speed up. Against them, you almost have to dink it back and just like keep the point going, which is so tough to do because you want to just whale one and end the point.
Yeah.
But you can't because they're there.
It's just
they're patience. Just gonna see it. It's crazy, man. So
yeah, it's amazing just how much you can learn from just watching film, not of only yourself, but of just higher level players. You learn a lot. So anyone that's trying to get better, I'd highly recommend just watching some sort of film while you are about your day.
I would watch film, but in person is so much faster and so much more detailed, and you can really see how precise they are. So I would try to watch in person. If you have like a local high-level tournament or you want to travel to a PPA, you'll see how fast it is.
It's not even watching film for the joy of it. It's watch their very technical moves. Watch their feet. Mm-hmm. You'll see every time the ball moves, Ben Johns shifts his feet no matter what. Mm-hmm. So watch, like, break down their gameplay. Read where their paddle tip is and like how they can be ready for those hands battles because it's unhuman like.
Yeah, it is. It's robot like is what I call it.
Crazy.
Yeah, when I watch a match, usually I won't watch the ball like any normal human. I would watch the person the whole time. So I'd watch like where their paddle tip is when on speed ups, where it is on dinks, how they're getting to that position. Did they shuffle early? How are they seeing that? Did they? You know, it's just very precise things, right, that you can take away from their game.
Yeah. But yeah, appreciate Cormy and Mark. Really love the questions. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to DM us on Instagram, leave any comments or anything. But yeah, big thanks for everyone listening out here. We dropped our first podcast yesterday, and it's doing really well. Lots of engagement, lots of chatter in the community, and that's kind of what we want. Is we built such a great community around Pints and Paddle. Just talking about pickleball, just learning about people, letting people know about us. So it's really, really rewarding just seeing the amount of comments growing, number of followers, subscribers that we are getting. And it's just really fun being able to introduce the pickleball side of the sport and just how we think that if we can give any tips to you guys on how to get better, how to have fun. I know Matt has a lot of insights on drills and stuff that we'll reach out to about in future podcasts, drills, like how to watch film. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to DM us, leave any comments.
If you could like and subscribe, obviously it helps our channel grow and reach more people. Like one last thing I'll add is, yeah, we have a significant passion for the sport, but the reason why I think we're doing this is just because we've seen how amazing the community is. We've met so many incredible people. We want to provide them with entertainment and
100%.
Try to improve their game via videos but then have some goofy videos too. So.
Yeah, because we just want to have fun with it.
Yeah.
I was super happy with our first podcast that we launched the other day. I listened to it like 8 times or so, but
are you all 8 of our views?
I am all 8 of the 8 views. But yeah, feel free to, or please like, subscribe, follow us. Please send out our podcast to other people that you might think would enjoy it. Send it to your family members. Just try to grow us a little bit because we obviously want to bring as much content to you guys as we can because it's something that we really enjoy doing. So cool. That's
Eskimo out.
See you guys at Open Late tonight.
Yes.
I will have my costume on for a little bit, I promise.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.